Would you believe if I tell you there can be lines so dangerous that crossing just a few steps could cost you your freedom, or even your life? Some borders are protected by fences, others by soldiers, but a handful are defended with landmines, military patrols, advanced surveillance, and decades of conflict. These aren't just lines on a map. They're flashpoints where wars can begin, lives can change in seconds, and global tensions remain one wrong move away from disaster. Today, we're exploring the world's most dangerous borders and why they continue to threaten peace. Number 1. North Korea-South Korea, DMZ. One of the world's most dangerous borders isn't an active battlefield. It's a tense standoff frozen in time. The Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, stretches about 250 kilometers across the Korean peninsula. Despite its name, it's one of the most heavily fortified borders on Earth. Millions of landmines are believed to lie hidden beneath the ground, while thousands of soldiers stand on constant alert. The Korean War ended with an armistice, not a peace treaty, meaning North and South Korea are still technically at war. Every movement is watched, every decision is measured, because a single mistake here could trigger a crisis with global consequences. Number 2. India-Pakistan. Few rivalries in modern history are as intense as the one between India and Pakistan. At the heart of the conflict lies the disputed region of Kashmir, a territory both countries claim, leading to several wars and decades of military standoffs. The line of control is one of the world's most heavily guarded frontiers, lined with soldiers, surveillance systems, bunkers, and constant patrols. While the Wagah border ceremony showcases colorful displays of patriotism for tourists, the reality elsewhere along the border is far more dangerous. With both nations possessing nuclear weapons, even a small border clash has the potential to escalate into a crisis that captures the world's attention. This makes the India-Pakistan border not just a regional flashpoint, but one of the most closely watched and strategically significant borders on Earth. Number 3. Russia, Ukraine. This used to be a regular international border where people and goods crossed every day. But since the war escalated, it's become one of the most dangerous conflict zones in the world. The area has seen constant fighting, drone strikes, artillery shelling, and widespread destruction, forcing millions of people to leave their homes. The conflict isn't just changing the landscape, it's also affecting global politics, energy supplies, food markets, and international security. Today, the Russia-Ukraine border stands as one of the most important geopolitical flashpoints of the 21st century. Number 4. Afghanistan, Pakistan. The border between Afghanistan and Pakistan isn't just a line on a map. It's a massive stretch of rugged mountains that's incredibly hard to patrol. Because the terrain is so remote, it's been used for years by militants, smugglers, and armed groups to move between the two countries without being easily detected. Both governments regularly carry out military operations, tighten border security, and sometimes even shut border crossings to deal with security threats. Despite those efforts, the area remains one of the world's most difficult and dangerous borders to control, with tensions and security challenges continuing to this day. Number 5. Israel, Gaza. Few borders in the world receive as much global attention as the one between Israel and Gaza. Gaza is a small, densely populated territory bordered by Israel and Egypt. Along the Israeli side, the border is protected by advanced fences, surveillance cameras, sensors, military patrols, and tightly controlled checkpoints, making it one of the world's most heavily secured borders. For years, this border has been the center of repeated conflicts. Armed groups in Gaza have launched rocket attacks into Israel, while Israel has responded with airstrikes and military operations. These cycles of violence have caused widespread destruction and deeply affected civilians on both sides. The border is also at the heart of a major humanitarian challenge. Restrictions on movement and the flow of goods combined with the impact of conflict, have made daily life difficult for many people living in Gaza. Because of its military, political, and humanitarian importance, the Israel-Gaza border remains one of the world's most closely watched flashpoints. Events here can quickly escalate and often have consequences that draw international attention and diplomatic involvement. Number 6. United States, Mexico. The border between the United States and Mexico stretches for over 3,100 kilometers, 1,950 miles, making it one of the busiest international borders in the world. Millions of people cross legally each year for work, tourism, education, and trade, supporting billions of dollars in economic activity. However, parts of the border are also major routes for illegal immigration, human trafficking, and drug smuggling. Criminal organizations often take advantage of remote deserts, mountains, and sections of the Rio Grande to move people and illegal goods across the border. For migrants trying to cross without authorization, the journey can be extremely dangerous. Many face intense desert heat, dehydration, dangerous river crossings, or exploitation by smugglers. Thousands have lost their lives attempting the journey over the years. Because of these challenges, the border is heavily monitored with walls, fences, surveillance technology, drones, cameras, and patrol agents. It remains one of the most politically debated borders in North America, with ongoing discussions about border security, immigration policy, and humanitarian concerns. Number 7. China, India. The border between China and India runs through the towering Himalayas and is one of the highest and harshest military frontiers on Earth. Unlike most international borders, large sections are not officially agreed upon, leading both countries to claim the same territory. Instead of a clearly defined border, the two sides are separated by what's known as the Line of Actual Control, or LAC. Because both countries interpret the LAC differently, soldiers from both sides often patrol the same disputed areas, increasing the risk of confrontations. In recent years, military standoffs and deadly clashes have occurred, including the 2020 Galwan Valley clash, which marked the deadliest fighting between the two countries in decades. What makes this border even more challenging is its extreme environment. Many military positions sit more than 4,000 meters, 13,000 feet, above sea level, where soldiers must endure freezing temperatures, thin air, heavy snowfall, and avalanches. Simply surviving in these conditions is difficult, making it one of the toughest places in the world for any military to operate. These borders are much more than just lines on a map. They're places where history, politics, culture, and military tensions all come together. What happens here doesn't just affect the countries involved. It can impact global trade, oil prices, international relationships, and sometimes even the risk of bigger conflicts. Understanding these borders gives you a better picture of how today's world really works. So, which of these borders surprised you the most? Do you think any of these disputes will ever be solved peacefully? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more videos breaking down the world's biggest stories.